Hey there, friends. Glad you could join me today. If you've been feeling more tired than usual lately, like your get up and go just got up and left, stick around. You're not alone, and there is something you can do about it. Fatigue isn't just part of getting older. Now look, I hear this all the time. Oh, I'm just getting old. That's why I'm tired all the time. And sure, we're not 20 anymore. But constant fatigue? That's not just age. It could be your body waving a little red flag, trying to get your attention. Back when I was around 62, I found myself napping more than I was awake. I'd walk to the mailbox and need to sit down after. I thought, well, this must be what retirement feels like. But turns out, I had a vitamin B12 deficiency. Nothing dramatic, just a simple fix once I figured it out. So here's the thing. If you're feeling tired all the time, don't just chalk it up to aging. It might be something you can address. Check with your doctor. Get some blood work done. You'd be surprised what a difference one little vitamin can make. And remember, aging is natural. But suffering through low energy isn't. Don't ignore it. You deserve to feel good. Poor sleep might be the real culprit. Let's talk about sleep. I used to think going to bed at 9 and waking up at 5 meant I was getting 8 hours. But what I didn't realize was I was waking up all night long, bathroom trips, a creaky knee, a racing mind. Sound familiar? It wasn't until my wife pointed out that I was snoring like a freight train that I got checked for sleep apnea. And sure enough, that was it. I started using a CPAP machine, and I can't even tell you how much better I felt within a week, like someone flipped a switch. Sleep isn't just about hours in bed. It's about the quality of that sleep. Light sleep doesn't restore you. Deep, restful sleep does. And when you're not getting it, everything suffers. Your mood, your memory, your energy. So if you wake up tired no matter how early you go to bed, it's worth investigating. Keep a sleep journal. Ask your partner if you snore, and talk to your doctor about a sleep study if needed. Please, don't just power through poor sleep. You'll feel like a whole new person once you start resting right. Hydration, the forgotten energy booster. I know, we've all heard it. Drink more water. But let me ask you something. Are you really drinking enough? I thought I was, until I started tracking it. Most days, I barely hit 3 glasses. I was living off coffee and iced tea. Then I learned that as we get older, our sense of thirst actually dulls. We don't feel thirsty, even when we're dehydrated. And guess what one of the top symptoms of dehydration is? That's right, fatigue. So I started a little habit. Every morning, before I even make coffee, I drink a tall glass of water. Just one to start the day. And I carry a refillable bottle with me now. Nothing fancy. Just a reminder. Within a week, I felt more alert, less foggy, fewer afternoon crashes. Hydration seems simple, but it's powerful. If you're feeling tired or sluggish, try upping your water intake for a few days. You don't need fancy sports drinks. Just good, clean water. And if you take medications that affect fluid levels, diuretics or blood pressure meds, talk to your doctor. Hydration is a game changer, and it's often overlooked. Nutrition matters more than ever. Let's face it, when we were younger, we could get away with a lot more. Skip meals, eat fast food, live off peanut butter sandwiches. But past 60, nutrition becomes the fuel that keeps our engine running. I'll be honest, I didn't always eat great. A donut with coffee for breakfast, maybe a sandwich for lunch, and some pasta at night. Not terrible, but not exactly balanced. Then I started working with a nutritionist after a health scare, and she showed me how certain foods were draining me, while others lifted me up. Now I eat more lean protein, leafy greens, healthy fats like olive oil and nuts. I swapped soda for herbal tea. I still enjoy treats. Don't get me wrong, but I've learned how to eat in a way that supports my energy, not steals it. Pay attention to how food makes you feel. After a meal, do you feel fueled? Or do you want to crawl into bed? If you're always tired, it might not be just what you're not eating. It might be what you are. Try a food journal. See what patterns emerge. And don't be afraid to ask your doctor for a referral to a dietitian. It can make a big difference. Mental and emotional exhaustion is real, too. This one's not talked about enough, but I think it should be. Sometimes, the tiredness we feel isn't physical at all. It's emotional. Worry, stress, loneliness. They wear you down, little by little. I went through a rough patch after I lost a good friend of mine. We used to have coffee every Thursday, and then one day he was just gone. I didn't realize how heavy that grief was sitting on me. I wasn't sleeping well, I lost my appetite, and no matter how much I rested, I was still exhausted. Turns out, emotional fatigue is real, and it's okay to talk about it. Maybe you're caring for a spouse who's unwell. Maybe you're worried about your grandkids or your finances. Whatever it is, it takes a toll. Talking to someone helped me. My pastor, then later a counselor. I also found a local men's group at the community center. Just a handful of us who get together and talk. Laugh a little. Listen to each other. Sometimes the best medicine isn't in a bottle. It's in connection. So if your body feels fine, but your spirit feels heavy, don't ignore that. Reach out. You're not alone, and you don't have to carry it by yourself. Medication side effects could be sneaky. Now here's something a lot of folks don't realize. Some of the very medications we take to stay healthy can actually sap our energy. Blood pressure pills, antidepressants, statins, they all have side effects. One of the big ones? Fatigue. I was on a beta blocker for a couple of years, and I kept telling my doctor, "Doc, I feel like I'm walking through molasses." We adjusted the dose, and just like that, I started to feel human again. Don't stop taking your medications. Please don't do that. But if you've noticed a change since starting something new, speak up. You're not being a burden. Your doctor wants to help you feel your best. And always read the leaflets that come with your meds. Ask your pharmacist questions. They're a goldmine of information. Sometimes it takes a little tweaking, adjusting a dose, switching brands, changing the timing of when you take your meds. But it can make a huge difference in your daily energy. Be your own advocate. If something feels off, trust that feeling and get it checked out. So if you've been feeling tired lately, I hope this gave you a few ideas to chew on. You're not lazy. You're not just getting old. Your body is talking to you, maybe whispering, maybe yelling, and it's worth listening. Take care of yourself, my friend. Make that doctor's appointment. Go for that walk. Drink that glass of water. Small steps can make a big difference. If this video helped you, I'd love for you to subscribe, maybe leave a comment, and share your own experience. We're all figuring this out together. Take care, and I'll see you next time.